And we are live. There we go. Live from Millennials. Why can't I hear that? This is the 7th show of the Toaster Tour, named by Pierre. Let's see who's here. I see Richest Man 41, welcome. Tabiro Not Tabiro's here, Pierre is here, Ko the Coder's here, Staffy's here, Snake is here, The Mole's Revenge, Broom 17, Mr. Robert, dugDbug, Douglas Fillmore, dugDbug, Thunder Tubi's here, Duel's here, Chugger's here, Father 5, Koala, Neighborhood Watch, even Kid is here apparently, Wow Soda, Muty Mingus, Nedgo, Kenj Murrah, Dom Sebastian is here. Let's see. How's everyone doing today? And did I say that Soda's here? Oh, we're doing Snakes' commission. Let's see if this new code works. It's not really new code, I added one line. But we were talking yesterday how it just makes sense that for commissioners to get a download automatically. Okay, it's gonna happen now if I did it right. I didn't test it because it's just one line of code. I'm not gonna test one line of code. Let's see. Hey, it worked. I think. As long as Tubi has money. If Tubi doesn't have money, it won't work. But Tubi usually has money at the stern of the show, so should be fine. Oh, and a donation from Muty Mingus, a huge donation. Muty Mingus says, a message from Muty? Who has time for that? Let's talk about game shows. Game shows are cool, but they are real jeopardy. The weakest link gets a deal or no deal, but who cares? Like, who wants to be a millionaire, right? Watch my game show for a real buzzer fix. Thank you. Thanks, Muty Mingus. Thank you. Thank you, and thanks for the extra promotion for the game show. And again, if you're nonplussed by the idea of a game show, then just keep in mind that it's a music show with some game show aspects. We'll do at least 3 or 4 tracks in the show. So there might be almost as much, maybe more music than in the music shows. If you didn't see it, I put he says, what promotion had a different message about mangoes? Was it somebody made a suggestion? I think it might have been Doug. I nearly did it right away, and then I thought I really have other things I need to be doing. But Doug was asking if you could use small amounts of unlock credit. I think it was Doug to buy mangoes. I think that'd be so funny. And then there'd be a command: how many mangoes do I have? And they'd be like 10 cents each or something, 5 cents. It'd be a way to use up your tiny little, and then we could have mangoes on we can have a secondary market where people can sell mangoes in bulk at different prices. There's an official price you buy them from Tubi, but there could be different prices y'all could trade with each other. And then inevitably there's the great mango crash of October when there's way too many mangoes in the market and the value's gone way down. People are all trying to get rid of their mangoes, but no one will buy them because there's too many. People are selling them. People are paying you to take their mangoes because they have too many. But yeah, I didn't do it. I also, this always happens, I realized there were some other things that I sort of need to do for the game show that I'm just not going to have time to do them. I just had to accept it this morning. I was starting to feel pretty anxious, and then I was like, it's not possible. I just don't even worry about it. you can't do it. It's not so it's sort of incidental stuff. It's I mean, there are a million features I want to add that I haven't added yet, but I had wanted to have a consistent look and feel for the entire show. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that for the before and after song screen, and maybe not for the music screen. The music screen is pretty easy to do. I'll probably be able to do that, but the before and after where the little videos play, you know, and there's the top donors and stuff, I'm not gonna have time to get that. So we're gonna go from one aesthetic to another. But I did see one other thing I'd forgotten is that since we're gonna do songs, we're gonna have song polls, and I had not remembered that. So I had to connect our poll system with the new interface so that I could do polls, and it's using different code actually, so that it was easiest to use the game show code than to normal poll code. But I did get that done. I got that done before the show. But yeah, basically my plan, I was supposed to do the testing today. I was supposed to spend all time before today's show testing. It looks like that's not going to happen until tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to do all the testing, and then Sunday, with whatever time I have left, I'm going to just try to do fun stuff, content stuff for the stream. And reward. I still have rewards. I got to do a bunch of work on rewards. But a couple of features that I'd wanted to have for Monday or Sunday. One was a way to enforce team parity. That's not going to be ready. And the other thing is a thing that I've coded part of it. I just haven't coded the way to display it on screen yet. But it's going to be tracking how many places people jump. So if someone jumps from like 20th place to 10th place, they're not going to be on the top 5 because they're in 10th place, but they've had a huge accomplishment jumping from 20th to 10th. So we're going to, when they're big jumps, when people have we're only going to do positive. We're not going to say, so-and-so was in first place, they're now in 45th place. We're not going to do that. We're only going to do vertical. Vertical, well, either way or vertical. Positive. Only going to do positive place jumps. But anyway, I'd wanted to have that ready, and I finished half of the code yesterday, but I have some other responsibilities today and tomorrow that I've been doing that have nothing to do with the show, and so I needed to. So I had a little less time than I thought I had. Let's see. Okay. Oh, and it's is Dom Dude 64's birthday. Happy birthday, Dom. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Dom. Okay, let's see. But thanks, Beauty, for that big donation. Hey, HD Bill. Oh yeah, and I posted a question on social. It's one of the easier questions. I intentionally picked one of the easier questions. But I'm going to post a few more. But that question will be part of the game show. So you've got many days to think it through who it might be. Let's see. Whoops. Dom says no D option. it's going to probably take, it's probably going to take a number of the game shows, who knows, 5, 10, 2, 3, for me to really work out the right way to structure a round. But, and I didn't do it that well probably this first show. So much of my energy has been in other stuff, not in thinking about the questions. But I think what I want is the first question to be really easy for every round, and then it essentially get progressively harder. So by the 5th question, it's almost impossible. And then the last round of the show is called the impossible round, and every question is impossible. My goal is that if we do 10,000 of these game shows, that no one ever gets one of these answers correct. That's my goal. Basically, they're extremely hard trivia questions, extremely bad lead, so that they're impossible. So this is impossible, like you just never translate the question back. Oh, you'll all see the answers once they're done. Once the question is over, you'll see the translated English and you'll see the answers. But they're designed to be impossible. So if anyone gets it, it's going to be like the biggest deal ever. Because they're designed to be impossible. I think I told y'all the original reason I wanted to create I came up with the impossible round was because I didn't want to deal with streaks that would go over into the next show. I didn't want to deal with coding, having to deal with that. But now I just really like the idea of it. Anyway. Doug, if someone gets it correct, they won't. But if they do, well, you'll see. There'll be more about the impossible round on Sunday. I mean, this is why you not let us streak. Let's see. But I'm doing my best to make this a really polished first experience on Sunday, but I need to manage my own expectations. I probably need to manage y'all's expectations, that there very likely will be some problems. There almost certainly will be. I mean, there are problems on this show, and this show's been running for 3 years. So, But I keep telling myself, look at where I started with the music show and where I am now. So the game show, if it keeps going, it'll be the same thing. Even if it's a rocky start, it's going to evolve so much if we keep it going. Meaning Making says, this cross promotion for the music show. I feel every question about music should have you as an answer as well. It's funny. Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely do some. I didn't for this particular. I didn't remember to do it for this particular first show, to do any questions about our show. But we'll do that. We'll have a round that's sort of, it's basically trivia from this show, from what just happened, in the past week, to encourage people like, oh, I have an advantage if I go to the other shows. But I don't know if I told you, I am using your idea, Muti. We're going to do a round of older or younger than me. I read it. There's a badly translated thing, and y'all have to guess if it's older or younger than I am. Okay, let's see. But I'll be posting some more questions from other categories tomorrow and Sunday. And I'll probably focus on, I'll do easy questions. We'll do the easy ones. I feel like, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like people are going to be more motivated if they think they know the answer to come to the show. If I put an impossible question, we're like, I don't think this game's for me. I'm not going to do very well. So I need to put the easier questions for promotion. Oh, we're going to beat the hour easily, Brooms. Easily. Easily. I even have time to play the featured sound. That's not the featured sound, though, is it? Oh, yeah. Douglas Fillmore's is easy. Everything will be younger. Snake, yeah, I'll play your new sound after I do the sounds. I almost always, that's the best time for me to demo sounds, is after I've demoed the other sounds for the song. But so yeah, when we get to that point, I'll demo it. Okay, we got a melody. Here's our melody for Snake. This is Snake's commission, non-binary and valid. Here we go. We got tons of delay on our piano. Okay, let's generate our melody. And we're in A-flat Ionian. Okay. Okay, we'll use those notes at some point in the next improv. Our drum kit. Oh, wait. I just had this panic attack that I hadn't changed some testing code. Let me just double check something. Okay, good. Yeah, I did. Whew. That would have been awkward. Okay, let's do our drum kit. Drum kit on this track is the... what is it? Headbanger. And our first beat is... it is trans rights. Trans rights. Here we go. There we go. Do you want to gift your commission? Yeah, let me, yeah, when we get to the sound vote, I'll have a moment and I'll figure that out. Okay, trans rights, and then we got human rights. There we go. There it is. We got our beats. Okay, let's see. For our sounds, we got Mighty Wobble Bass. We got Tele Magenta. Tango Accordion. Da Deep Stank. License to Click. And Tubi in the case of the abducted guitar, and it's a debut. Awesome. Okay. Y'all pick which sounds which sound's gonna start. And since this is a commission, you didn't request the accordion, Snake? It was not what I expected. Do you want to substitute something else for it? So if Snake's votes, and Snake did vote, so only it's going to be whatever Snake voted. Let me demo Snake's new sound. Wolf. There's Wolf here. I didn't see the full username. Wolf. Oh, Wolf 7. Hey, Wolf 7. Awesome. Welcome. Good to have you here. Here's Snake's sound. Well, Snake, if you can pick something really fast, quickly, so we can start the song, let me know the code. Let's see. And so yeah, this is Snake's sound. DYG. DYG, okay. Chat requests. DYG. That's 4XL hoodie. Does that sound right? 4XL hoodie? And let me fix, well, let's end this poll because since Snake's voted, we already know what it's going to be. And I'm going to take care of Muty's, Oh, Snake, do you have a title inspiration for chat? And it's the guitar. Okay, let me just fix this one thing quick. Let's see. User meta. Find. Oh no, what did I just do? Oh no, that's okay. Okay, that's okay. Oh, Muty, if you want to run unlock and see, you should have your full credit back. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Time to incinerate. So I'm down in my basement, and believe it or not, I was originally planning on doing the show down here until I realized that my roommates wouldn't have been super happy with that. But it does serve as an interesting backdrop while I welcome any new folks who just came in. What you're about to hear is a live musical improvisation, meaning I'm going to make up some music from scratch on the spot. But I'll be getting a ton of help from chat. Chat will give me the sounds to use, the speed of the music. I'll be turning people's names into drum beats and drum fills. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs we do. But as soon as this song starts, if you have a creative title idea, you can suggest it with !title and the name. But that's on the beginning. There are many different ways you can participate here and share your creativity. We do fun community projects on our Discord. So I know it might seem a little overwhelming at first, but I hope you'll stick around, take a leap of faith, and you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome, and I look forward to meeting you. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. Oh yeah. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. Oh yeah. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. Oh yeah. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. Oh yeah. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. Oh yeah. 10,000 days, 9,000 more. 10,000 days, 9,000 more. Oh yeah. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. 10,000 days. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. 1,000 days. Oh yeah. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. Hypnotize on the undertow. Hypnotize. Oh yeah. Hi, if this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you just heard was improvised entirely from scratch, meaning I was making it up as I went along, but I got a ton of help from chat. Chat shows all the sounds I was using, the speed of the music, the drum rhythms were generated from people's usernames. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on an upcoming song. But that's only the beginning. There's many different ways to participate and share your creativity. You can help name all the songs we created on the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We have fun community projects on our Discord. So it might seem a little overwhelming at first. We got a lot going on, but if you stick around, you'll have it all figured out super fast. So welcome to the Etceterati.
Coming up this Sunday, please join me, To Be or Not to Bot, for the debut of Badly Translated game show. There will be 12 rounds of nonsense and wacky prizes. Improv music by some random guy who I won't bother to name. Poetry by me, 2B, and much more. See you there. 6 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, UTC-4. Oh, and the winner of the secret word raffle during the pre-show will get a free song commission.
Our channel is a fiscally sponsored project of the nonprofit art services organization Fractured Atlas. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't mean they're just giving us money. But what it does mean is that since they're a 501(c), you can actually support our channel and it be tax deductible. If you're in the United States as an individual or a business, if you know how to deduct charitable contributions off your taxes, you can do the same and support us at the same time. Just go to the link in our support panel to Fractured Atlas, make your donation there. You must make your donation through Fractured Atlas for it to be tax deductible. So let me know if you have any questions. This is a fantastic way to support what we're doing here. I'm not only on the Twitch, I'm also on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Discord. Follow me there for more content like this. Okay, this is an old folk song called I Wish I Was a Mole. I wish I was a mole in the ground. I wish I was a mole in the ground. 'Cause if I was a mole, I'd root that mountain down. I wish I was a mole in the ground. I wish I was a mole in the ground. Thank you. Thanks for those calps. Oops. Thanks, Snake, for the commission. Titles, Nedco, Third Cosmic Velocity, Coma was? Is it Coma's WZ? Comas? Let me know how to say her name. Binary Integration, Broom 17, Pluto Explodes, Muty Mingus, Retrograde A, Staffy with Spiral Galaxy Eyes, and Koa the Coder, Borrowed Stars. I'm wearing your favorite card, Shells. Gray? I just double checked on. We don't have we have a retrograde asterisk. We don't have a retrograde A. Retrograde it looks like, I think it's an asterisk. Yeah, retrograde asterisk. Theoretically the I have code that prevents anything from getting onto a poll if it's been used before. Oh, and I used some lyrics inspired by drum fills, snakehugz' drum fills. You like Gray? Yeah, I like Gray too. I don't necessarily like it as much as y'all might think I like it. I just happen to have a lot of gray shirts, but I do like gray. I have lots of gray shirts. I have probably 4 or 5 gray shirts. Because I just bought them in a pack, like 25 years ago or something. They're not that old. They're pretty old though. My clothing, oh boy. It's not that clothing is not important to me. There are other things that are just way more important to me. But if those things got addressed, I'd be prancing on the what's it called? The cat, is that, what's it called? Am I gonna say something weird? Is it the catwalk? Wait, what is it the models go down? The runway? What am I thinking of? Yeah, runway. Let's see. I had this unexpected expense recently. Big expense. So I spent, part of it, I spent about $400 this last week. Part of it, a substantial part of it was getting a better battery backup. So that was $150. But I spent $250 on electrical stuff. How did I spend that much money? Oh, well, yeah. I'm embarrassed, but I'm gonna be honest about this because it's worth people knowing. I have been very unwise with some electrical stuff for a long time, and I've done it. In the back of my mind, I've known, it's probably not a good idea to do this, but I didn't know how bad it was, what I was doing. But, I did it for financial reasons. It's like whatever works, right? But, you're not supposed to daisy chain power strips and extension cords. And there are certain situations. I've done a ton of research since. There are some things that are okay. There, in very limited cases, you can do certain things. But I was doing some really, really bad things. Here's the worst thing that I did. And this is by necessity. There's no other way I could have done what I needed to do until I spent all this money. I had an extension cord. Okay, I had a power strip plugged into the wall, a power strip plugged into that, an extension cord plugged into the power strip, another power strip plugged into that extension cord. And it sounds crazy, but it's for very specific purpose. It's so that from right here, I can control all these different lights. And then I've also had some daisy chaining that was just out of necessity because there's just not enough outlets. So anyway, I spent $180 on 3 of these power strips that have extension cords built into them. Because I have to have there's just not enough. I have to have that extension cord, right? So, but these are special power strips that they're built. The cord is built into this power strip, so that you're not daisy chaining. But yeah, it's $60 for just one of these. But it's a 25-foot power, and then 12 jacks. But But yeah, just be careful, y'all. Be careful. But it hurt to spend all that money. Oh, I had to get some remote controls to control lights, because again, I can't do my thing where I'm flipping a power switch and all these lights turn on. So I have to have a remote now. So that was pretty cheap. That was $15. That was one of the cheaper expenses. But man, I never thought I'd be spending $180 on power strips. But I have so many power strips now. I mean, I'll just tell you how many power strips are in here. Let's see. There are 1, 2, 3. There are four or five power strips here. There are 3 power strips over there right now. There are 3 power strips over there, plus, well, essentially 5 power strips over there. Chills, because can I borrow one? Yeah, I mean, almost every one of these power strips can be removed. Oh, there's more. There's 6 over there. The boxes arrived. I haven't had time to open them. So what I've just been doing ever since I realized sort of the insanity of what I was doing, whenever I'm not in the room, I just unplug everything. But we'll be in good shape. Yeah, we'll be in good shape. I also had my battery backup because my battery backup couldn't reach an outlet. So my battery backup was plugged into an extension cord. There was nothing else I could do. You know, because it's just where the computers are, there's no outlet. So anyway, yeah. So there's my public service announcement. Be careful. Okay, let's see. Oh, Snake named their sound Freezy Peak. Oh, and Muty gifted us commission to Dom. We'll do that. Commission. I have... Okay, so I told you all those power strips. And then I'm looking right now in a bin, and I've got another... At least 4 more power strips. Oh, there's another one. There's one I need. See, there's one on the floor there. I didn't remember that one. There's another. So how many are we at? There's at least, now a bunch of them are not plugged in, but there are about 20 power strips in this room right now. Too much stuff. PD says isn't power stripping against terms of service. But we're gonna be down when I'm done. We're gonna be down. We're gonna be using a total of, I think, essentially 3 of these mega power strips, and then a battery backup. The vast majority of the things in here are drawing very little power. That's the good thing. Anyway, sorry about that segue. Let's see. That was not really a segue, a diversion or interruption. Oh, Zacky's here. Oh, this is my poor engineering heart. Yeah, hardware has never been my specialty, but it may turn into it. I was just in preparation for the game show. I was having to do some hardware repair. I don't know if I really did a good job on it but I successfully took apart this device that is going to be involved in the game show, and I successfully put it back together. I didn't exactly fix it, but I just sort of rigged it a little bit. We'll see. I just want it to work for like 15 seconds of the game show, just so that folks know that this is possible. And then because I think, but yeah, I've been researching Arduinos. Skyberg says, "Do my limited capacity electromechanics daisy chain isn't that terrible as long as you're not overloading capacity." Yeah. So I did a ton of reading about it, so I'm simplifying. It is a little more complicated than I'm making it sound, but I think as a general hard fast rule, it's safest to just not do it. But there are limited situations where it's okay. Exactly is what you're saying. But there are certain things and again, I'm not an expert yet, but apparently it's a real no-no to plug it. If you have surge protection, you don't want to have surge protection plugged into surge protection. I don't remember why. Maybe someone in chat knows. So it's not necessarily, it can be okay if you got a surge protector, you got another power strip plugged into that surge protector, if that one of them does not have surge protection. But when you're starting to do, when you got all that stuff going on, so not everything I was doing was that bad. There was just a few things that were real bad. Most of the things were not a big deal. Because I also found a lot of folks were saying that it's not a big deal to plug a power strip into a battery backup, provided you're not overpowering the battery backup. So I might end up having to do that anyway, just because I've got I have lots of really low power devices that don't use much power. We got 4 cameras, right? 4 cameras, they draw very little energy. The lights in here do not draw much energy. The things that draw power are the PCs, the Macs, and the monitors. But this board, I don't think, this doesn't draw too much. Things like the projector. The projector's, that's whatever, probably a 300 watt. That draws some serious juice, and that heats up the room. So the projector, how is the projector plugged in? The projector's plugged. I don't remember how the projector's plugged in. Anyway, Oh yeah, if anyone's, I'm going to probably ask about this in Discord, but if there's anyone who's done a lot of work with Arduinos, I don't know if I'm even saying it right, can you let me know? Because I may have some I'm not necessarily asking you to do it. I might be, it might be good for me to get some advice from someone who has a lot of experience. Let's see. And hey to Chill, Steph Mosquito 9, Beanerino's here. B Wonky's back. Wasted Height, Skyward YZ, Snooze Fighting, 3 Muffin Low 69. Okay. Socks is here. Are you using GoPros? Yeah, I have these special lenses I use. That's so I probably, and then financially, that's the bigger deal. I'll probably stick with the cameras, but I actually have one of the original GoPros somewhere, actually, but it's not the wireless one. Okay, let's end this poll. So if Snake voted. Only Snake's vote counts. Otherwise, it's a normal poll. You know someone Biwaki? Awesome, yeah. I basically need to be able to send very simple messages from a computer to some piece of hardware. The idea being that the hardware has 4 signals that can go into it. So I need to have some way to send instructions from the computer, these 4 different instructions. So I'm assuming I've seen there's some videos on YouTube that tell you that people have done other projects, not with computers, but creating wireless control of this specific device. So I need a way to send messages so that Tubi can control this device. And potentially y'all could control it. I'm not going to reveal what it is yet. But come to the game show. And hopefully this thing will work for 15 seconds. Let's see. Okay. But if I can get this thing to work, it will be killer. I mean, killer is not the right adjective. It will be awesome. I don't know if awesome is the right word. Fun. It's just keep throwing out words. Fun. That's probably the best. It'd be really fun, funny. It'll take Tubi to the next level. Let's see. Okay. Staff, is there a way for us to share the Tubi promo videos? Well, on social, I have just I haven't posted those videos on social. I don't know why I haven't. Yeah, right now on social is just the little posters. But if I have time, I'll try to post the videos. Yeah. Third cosmic velocity. Nedco has named it. Thanks, Nedco. Thanks to Snake for the commission. Okay, I talked a lot. We're gonna rush. We're gonna race to get onto Dom's commission. Almeida gifted a Bam Bad to songs. Grab a porch and a beer, and tap Matthew's new blood pressure laser beam will never cross my mind. I love the idea of grabbing a porch. Grabbing things you can't actually grab. You know, hey Socks, go grab us a porch somewhere and a beer, and we'll sit down and we'll measure Matthew's new blood pressure laser beam. Oh. Okay, New Ableton. Come on, Tubi. Koa says, will you ever see the behind the scenes like the screens you see? Well, you can sort of get a sense right when we cut to this camera. During songs, you can see 3 of the monitors. Yeah, all I see are pie charts. Yeah, I've been saying for several years I'll do a tech show, and I've never done it. But if someday we'll do a tech show. We might do a game show tech show sooner than other stuff because it's all fresh in my mind. Once it's all ready to go, you know, we might do that sooner. Just I'll be able to talk a little more intelligently about the code since it's fresh. And some of the challenges I had and how I worked around them. Okay, let's do our melody. And here's our melody. It's Beer Day. I didn't know that was a day of the week. 8 days a week, apparently. Where does Beer Day fall into the week? Is it Friday? Well, today's Friday. Does that mean there's another name for Friday? I never heard of this Beer Day before. Here it is. Use those notes at some point during the next improv. Our drum kit is Coughing Fit Kit. Dom's requested 200 BPM with the Coughing Fit Kit. Oh man, I have a feeling this is looking like it's Dom is challenging me, I think, with this set of sounds. Just looking at them. Okay, there's our Coughing Fit Kit. And our first beat is for, it's our beer kit, our beer beat. I mean, that's it. Just gonna leave it raw. There's beer. Okay, and then more beer. Okay, there it is. And next up we've got our sounds. What do we got? I'm not a drunken trumpet. Pizza and beer. And it's one of our atonal sounds. And then Giant's beer bottle. And then sweet whiskey inside. And then Whiskey Hotel Foxtrot. And then Domro chords. Okay. Yeah, since the commission of Dom votes, only Dom's vote counts, otherwise it's a normal poll. Actually, since we were talking about Cody, so after this song, I'm going to show y'all just something real quick that I was using to help me just figure out some stuff for the game show. It'll be visual. It'll be a visual thing. But I'll do that after the song. Stabbies is like a pie chart. It's a bar chart, but it's going to be a bar chart that's going to keep generating a new bar chart every second or 2 seconds. You're going to see this bar chart jumping around, and I'll explain why it was useful for me. But it's not really a cliffhanger, but we're not going to do it till after the song. And it's down row chords. Okay, here we go. Time to iterate. You might have noticed that our bot, To Be or Not to Bot, aka Tubi, is quite an active part of our channel. And that's because y'all can help write what it says. We call it bot talk, and there's a lot of different things you can do with it. An easy way to get started is with !bot space random, and using that command you can submit a random thing for Tubi to say at some point during a future show. If you want to dig deeper into bot talk, there's variables, option sets, multi-part messages, and more. It's just another way you can share your creativity with our community. Hi, if you came in during the music and this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you just heard was improvised music, meaning I was making it up from scratch as I went along. But I got a ton of help from chat. Chat chose the sounds I was using, the speed of the music, the drum beats and drum fills were generated from people's usernames. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum fill or a drum loop in one of the upcoming songs we do. But that's only beginning. There are many different musical things you can request, but you don't need any musical experience to participate. There are many ways to share your creativity. You can help name all the songs we do on the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community projects on Discord. So it might seem a little overwhelming, I know, but if you stick around, take a leap of faith, you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome again, and I look forward to meeting you in chat.
Oh yeah. That feels good. I'm ready, baby. Finally it's here. The show you've all been waiting for. Badly translated game show. Debuting this Sunday, 6 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, UTC-4. Featuring me, to be or not to bot. And 12 rounds of nonsense and wacky prizes. Oh, and some other guy, I forget his name. He might be there to help out and play some music when I'm taking breaks and chilling out. See you all there.
Apparently I'm on social media. If you follow me there, you'll find highlights from the show, stripped down arrangements of old songs, poetry recitations, behind the scenes photos, portraits of Jiffy Star Child, thoughts in the creative process, and a whole lot more. Stuff like this. Thanks for those calps. And Dom says, thanks for actually playing Dom, bro. Once a year now. Thanks, Dom, for the commission titles. Chugger Hard to Handle, Douglas Fillmore, Poor Man Blues, Snake, Beer Belly Blues, Socks, Last Call, F Mosquito 9, Knock It Back, and Comaos, Too Many Power Strips. Was it cutting out for y'all sometimes? Or was it just for me? I think the computer is having a hard time. Either that or I was having a problem with my hardware. Was the audio cutting out sometimes? I couldn't. Oh yeah, it was definitely cutting out. Yeah, it was not an effect, but I thought if ever there was a song where it's gonna work, it was that. Yeah, I've been having some weird issues today. Both tracks, I lost the ability to record loops from this keyboard, from the way and from my pedals. I was having to manually record loops, which is very difficult to do. I don't know. It might be I don't know. I don't know what it was. Oh, and a donation from dugDbug. dugDbug says, gotta guess a reward. Been a while. Thanks, dugDbug. Thank you. We'll do our reward just before the next track. Thank you. Thanks, dugDbug. Hey, Senior Pancake, welcome back. But it's useful for me to know that the kazoo cut out too, right? So that means it was Ableton screwing up, not Logic. It was hard for me to tell while I was playing if it was everything or just the sounds. Because I was looking at Logic and its performance meter was having no issues. So I don't know what was... Oh, and Cool Reasons here. Iros. Bax OJs. Let me shout out a few more titles. Thunder Tubby with Precipitation Extraction. Scarborough YZ, Whiskey Barreling Through Space. Cool Reason, Emissaries of Electrical Brilliance. Pierre, Slippery When Drunk. Nedco, Dizzy Tumbleweeds. Room 17, Hops, Skips and Jumps. Mediumingus, Bedroom. Staffy, Daisy Chain Shots. Koa Coder, Itsy Tipsy. And Snake, Wino or Lose. Koa the Coder is Koa. And dugDbug is 3 Dug Night. Let's see. Chat request web. Okay, let's end this poll. You gonna close too, or you just gonna spin? There you go. And it's Doug has named it Poor Man Blues. Poor Man Blues. Okay, this next track is going to feature Komao's first drum fill and drum loop. Koala's first sound, Koala Bot's first sound, Koala's Snakes, 25th sound, Staffy's 25th song, Snakes, 50th song. Man, Dom, you make me work so hard with your Say My Name. Dom Dre the Giant, 6,150th request. There's a big milestone. 6,150th. Okay, I'm going to show y'all something quick. Let me see. Okay, so this chart, the vertical is the count. Okay, so the horizontal is the score. Okay, the count is the number of players who got that score. So I wrote this script so I could test out, I could get a sense of how likely we would have ties and things like that under different scenarios. And I want to show you. So here is, whoops, how do I get to, okay, so this is running different scenarios. This is with 200 players, because the more players, the more likelihood, right? You would think of ties, because there's, and I'm gonna it's gonna just generate different possibilities. And you'll notice that even though we've got 200 players, there's not very much distribution. And now why is that? That's because that's without the danger zone bonus. The danger zone bonus, this was the idea Muti had, that the last person gets a bonus. It totally changes everything. Watch how it changes things once we have that danger zone bonus. Oh, and I should explain. So this is simulating one round of questions. So 5 questions, 1 round. The points at the end of the round. Now I need to be able to know roughly how many winners there will be, how many people will be in the top 5, because that's going to determine who gets rewards. Now it's going to be a problem, right? If we have 50 people tied for first place, then we're not going to do 50 rewards. So simply by adding that danger zone bonus, where each time one person gets a bonus, suddenly we don't have this issue where the top points have tons of people tied. Most of the time, there's nobody tied in the top 5. Just with that little change. But this has been very useful for me to help me to figure out some things. Now I'm making a lot of assumptions. This right now is assuming 30 people are, on average, 30% of the people are correct, right? But even if you go up to higher percentages, because of that danger zone bonus, so now here's 60% are correct. You know, we start seeing more ties, but it's still not that bad in the top 5 spots. Now, if 90% of people are correct, even with the danger zone bonus, it's not too often there's ties. because of all the questions each round. But we're not gonna have 90% of the people right on every question. This is a much more real. I think this is the most. This is. Betting this is this one. So this is actually a distribution where I'm estimating that basically a quarter of people are going to be right 10 to 20% of the time. A quarter of people are going to be right 20 to 30% of the time. A quarter of people are going to be right 30 to 40%, and a quarter of people will be right 40 to 50. I don't think anyone's going to have a better percentage than 50%. I think that I'll be amazed if people have better than 50% averages. So this, I think, is the most realistic. But we'll see. We'll find out. But even if we dramatically, which I doubt, but in the unlikely event we were to have, let's say, 1,000 players. I don't know if I've tested for this. Let's find out. I don't know. Even with 1,000 players, it's rare that we have more than 5 people in the top 5 spots. All because of the danger zone bonus. That's the key. Let's take that danger zone bonus out again and look at it. It would be a nightmare. Look at this. This is no danger zone bonus. 1,000 people. Oh, and my scale only goes up to 5. That's why it's actually much more than 5. But I made my scale so those numbers are probably like, 50 per person. But I set my scale just to make it that's why it looks weird. Meaty says, never have I heard someone so proud about rigging. And then let's look at our full show, 11 rounds. So we were doing just one round of 5 questions. Now we've got 11 rounds. It's about 60 questions. And we'll go back to something more realistic. Let's say just 200. Let's say 200 players. Or no, let's stay with 1,000. Let's see what it's like after that many rounds. So that because when there's a lot more questions, right, 1,000 people are going to be even more distributed than they were in one round. 1,000 people. We look and still rarely do we have more than 5 or 6 people in the top 5 places. You notice how the script's a lot slower now to refresh itself. So the danger zone bonus was just a brilliant suggestion on Muty's part. The exact thing, if you didn't, so Muty's suggestion was that the person who gets the last person to get the correct answer before the end of the answer period gets a bonus, which flips everything on its head, right? Normally, you give a bonus to the first person, the fastest person, right? But it makes so much more sense for Twitch, where because of latency, it's unfair to give a bonus to the first person because people are all seeing the question at different times. But by giving it to the last person, it adds all this drama because people then have incentive to maybe wait and risk not even getting the question at all because they waited too long in order to get that bonus. And it solved this problem. It solved the issue of having too many people getting the top places. Anyway, there's my nerdy little segment. Go back to the music. Okay, let's see. Well, I'm on that screen. I was gonna say Electric Avenue's here. Electric Avenue, you missed me talking about my my electrical embarrassment, some things I was doing that were not very wise, and how I just spent a ton of money so that I'm electrically a little safer. Hey, I might be making me ready songs here too. How are you making me ready song? Oops. Blue says you can tell it again. Well, in short, for economic reasons, I had to do a bunch of daisy chaining. I always knew that it was not ideal, but I didn't realize how not ideal a few of the things I was doing was. So I spent $180 on some power strips that have extension cords built into the power strips. That's the key to solving most of the issues. Because I don't have enough outlets in the right places. Blue says, how many extension cords do you have? Well, the worst thing I did, Blue, was I had it's 3 power strips. They were each $60, but they have 25-foot cables built into them, and so they were designed to be able to handle, right? Because technically, you're not supposed to put a power strip at the end of an extension cord. In most cases. And you're not supposed to plug extension cords into power strips. Coas is technically. Who says you can, it's just the device won't work very well. Well, I've been doing it. And it has been working. It has been doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Coas says everyone does it though. Yeah. No, I lived in Oakland, right? And some of y'all might have heard we had a really bad fire in Oakland, and you know, at this artist warehouse, and they were doing a lot of, like we all do, sort of crazy stuff with extension cord when you're in a warehouse or you're in a, you know, you don't have enough power in the right places. Yeah. But I decided it's just not worth taking the risk. And it's, you know, it's a one-time expense. You know, these power strips should cover me for 20, 30 years. But it hurt a lot. I mean, I don't really have money to do things like that, but you know, in the big scheme of things, so whatever you can do to prevent fires is worth it. Okay, let's see. Coas is in 10 years, everything is wireless. Yeah, Blue, I was telling chat, I have 20, not all of them are plugged in right now, but I have about 20 power strips in this room. Let's see. 4 of them are not plugged in. Yeah, Blue. Yeah. There, almost nothing draws much power. Yeah. That's the only way I'm getting away with it. Now, when I was at the old studio in Oakland, I was doing some risky things, but I had really, it was an industrial warehouse. The power was, it was, I don't know the term, right? But I had a lot more available to me. A lot more capacity, I don't know. So I could have done a lot more. I mean, I had all those light bulbs. I mean, I was using so much more current, yeah. Had my own breaker box. Nothing like having your own breaker box. I never tripped it though. Sounds we got. Our kit is Where the X is Jenkins, but it hasn't loaded yet. Okay, we got a beat for Doug first. Man, the odds of this happening are so small. We've had 2 beats that have just an unbroken string of one sound. What? Why are you bouncing me around, Tubi? Okay, there's our first beat, and then we got Komals. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got our beats. Let's check out our sounds. First up, Acid Sawtooth. From Pierre from Koala. High quality synth. It's a debut, isn't it? Why is it not refreshing? There it is, a debut. Nedco with Pia Bell. Cool Breeze and Cool Blue Bells. Snake without cards battle. And dugDbug Undying Static Dreams. He says, since you got so many power strips, maybe incorporate them into game show so you can earn its keep. So like Deal or No Deal, but with extension cords. I also have a lot of extension cords. I probably have... I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of feet. I've got probably at least 400 feet, 500 feet of extension cords. They're not being used in here. Well, there's two. I think there's 4 extension cords being used in here right now. Pretty psyched about to simplify. I always try to work with what I have rather than buy. It's partly out of philosophy and partly out of necessity. But Corey says Twitch streamer electrocute self on stream adjusting extension cords. Don't be that guy. I mean, the stream would blow up. Both literally and figuratively, right? We'd be #1 in live stream fails. It was a great show if we're still around. Oh, and we're going to do the reward. Yes, the reward. Let's see. Don't run it yet. Let me get it set up. It's so funny with Tubi talk. There's some things that Tubi says that are just vicious in terms of the way Tubi says them. It's not so much the words themselves, but because I can't control how Tubi says a word, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately. It's probably just as well that it's not possible for me to do that. I'd waste a lot of time on that. But there are certain things that Tubi says that are just dripping with just sarcasm or... I can't believe how harsh Tubi can sound. But it's all in this very dignified voice, right? Which makes it even the worse. Okay, if you want a reward, run the reward command. That's the downside of this voice, is that sometimes Tubi says nice things in chat, you know? But when Tubi says nice things with this voice, it just always sounds like there's a kappa afterwards, even when there's not. I don't know how it works. So I'll read the first 7 or 8 of these. Tubi has a voice, yes. Tubi's big debut is on Sunday. Tubi is the on Sunday we're debuting the new show I'm doing on Twitch. It's called Badly Translated Game Show, and it's a game show for chat to play. There will be music on the show, 3 or 4 tracks. But Tubi is getting top billing. I am getting second billing. Okay, let's see. Let's read. Vu says so a normal show, right? I wonder who says more words over the course of a show, me verbally or Tubi writing in chat. It's probably Tubi writing in chat, right? dugDbug got a fresco of a silver and lime sloth by the legendary dilettante Beep Newt Green from 904 AD, insured for $1,688. Room 17 has gotten a chalk drawing of the extraordinary To Be or Not to Bot by the mediocre artist Adam the 64th from 1895, recently appraised at $61,000. Schmaltz, the Sledgehammer, proprietor of the Green Broccoli Gallery, describes the work as a granny grapefruit to the kneecaps. Nedco got a lithograph of a daffodil within a fundamentalist by the famous artist Nakahara McGillicuddy from 2003, recently appraised at $925. Kel Robertson, the director of the Papua New Guinea Museum of Fine Art, described the work as a flatliner to the head. Dom got a pixel drawing of a booze man into a factory by the infamous pop singer Gorilla De La Otto from 699 AD, insured for $22,000. Cool Barizan got a charcoal drawing of a yellow apple. By the futuristic artist Sally Mumps from 1981, purchased at auction for $6,661. Professor Cooper McCoops Cooperton Apple of Tubi Daffodil University described the piece as a stomp to the eardrums. Sark's got a collage of the enlightening to be. Wow, Tubi, you are starring in so much of the artwork today. A collage of the enlightening To Be or Not to Bob by the mysterious novelist Cheesy Peanut Butter from 1378 AD, purchased at auction for $1342. John Jacob Jingleheimer-Schmidt.com. Art critic, can someone check? I'm sure it's on, but can someone check if John Jacob Jingleheimer-Schmidt.com exists? I'm sure it does. Everything already exists. But if someone just wants to verify that John Jacob Jingleheimer-Schmidt.com is. Because I would love to have an email address. John Jacob. Oh, just a reminder, To Be or Not to Bot now is on Gmail. Anyway, art critic for Star described the piece as being in the hyperrealism Star. It doesn't exist? Did we have John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt spelled correctly? I'm almost tempted to buy it. Art critic for okay. In the hyperrealism Star, and then we have Cool Breeze got a charcoal drawing. Oh, I already read that one. Snake got a crayon drawing that's a portrait of Andkus Robreghugska by the legendary actor John Enigma from 1935, valued at $4.99. And Muty got a graffiti of the wondrous Muty by the long forgotten art student Grandma Omid Havroom from 1748, worth approximately $33,000. Blue got a photograph that's a portrait of the late Big Cranberry by the famous artist Otto Percy from 65 BC, insured for $751,000. Noodle Steele, owner of the Monster Casserole Gallery, described the piece as an electric slug to the brain. Okay. Oh, and there's a new sound. Did I play this new sound? This is a sound 3Doug Knight gifted to dugDbug. Let's see. Rube said, "To be starred itself in two more." I mean, it happens sometimes, but am I right that is much more frequent than normal when we do an art unlock? Usually it's maybe once. There's random numbers for you. Flip a coin enough times and... Me says, will Tubi have a catchphrase? If no, can we make it a bot command? It's every now and then. Yeah, I haven't coded any of that stuff, but my plan is there's going to be unlocks you can trigger Tubi to do stuff, to say things, to trash talk me. I think there'll be an unlock for Tubi to compliment you, if you need to pick me up. What was the other thing I was gonna do? But I'm sure we will be able to identify some catchphrases. I mean, there's one, the "It's okay." I don't know if y'all like it. Oh yeah, Cool Breeze. Yeah, see, I think the "It's okay" is pretty memorable. It's okay. Everything is just, it's okay. And that's nothing I did. That is just how Tubi pronounces "it's okay." That's how Tubi says it. It's okay. Oh, hate his wide R. It's okay. I gotta send this poll. But I think I don't know that we're gonna do much with chat in terms of questions generation, but I think there's gonna be a lot of opportunity for people to write stuff for Tubi. I think it's gonna be sort of it might be a bit more of a, it might be less of a free-for-all and be a little more structured. We might have editors and literally have some editors and that'll be in the future if the game show seems like it has legs. Okay, let's end this poll. Let's break this tie. All cards battle. It's all cards battle. Okay, here we go. It is time to accelerate. So I'm down in my basement, and believe it or not, I was originally planning on doing the show down here until I realized that my roommates wouldn't have been super happy with that. But it does serve as an interesting backdrop while I welcome any new folks who just came in. What you're about to hear is a live musical improvisation, meaning I'm going to make up some music from scratch on the spot. But I'll be getting a ton of help from chat. Chat will give me the sounds to use, the speed of the music. I'll be turning people's names into drum beats and drum fills. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs we do. But as soon as this song starts, if you have a creative title idea, you can suggest it with !title and the name. But that's on the beginning. There are many different ways you can participate here and share your creativity. We do fun community projects on our Discord. So I know it might seem a little overwhelming at first, but I hope you'll stick around, take a leap of faith, and you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome, and I look forward to meeting you. Hi, if this is your first time watching and you came in during the music, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you were listening to was a live musical improvisation, meaning I was making it up as I went along from scratch. But I got a ton of help from chat. Chat shows the sounds I was using, the speed of the music, I turn people's names into drum rhythms. So everything I do grows out of and is inspired by the contributions you guys make in chat. There are many ways to participate. The easiest way to get involved right away is type !drums for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs. But you can also help name the songs we create here. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community projects on our Discord. So we got a lot going on. It might seem a little overwhelming at first, but I hope you'll stick around, take a leap of faith, and you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome, and I look forward to meeting you in chat.
Coming up this Sunday, please join me, to be or not to bot, for the debut of Badly Translated game show. There will be 12 rounds of nonsense and wacky prizes. Improv music by some random guy who I won't bother to name. Poetry by me, 2B, and much more. See you there. 6 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, UTC-4. Oh, and the winner of the secret word raffle during the pre-show will get a free song commission.
Things move pretty fast in ETC world, but you can keep up on everything on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Discord. You'll find fun content like what you're about to see.
Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. We slowly drove, he knew no haste, and I had put away my labor and my leisure too, for his civility. We passed the school where children strove, at recess in the ring. We passed the fields of gazing grain, we passed the setting sun. Or rather, he passed us. The dews grew quivering and chill, for only gossamer my gown, my tippet only tulle. We paused before a house that seemed a swelling of the ground. The roof was scarcely visible, the cornice in the ground. Since then 'tis centuries, and yet feels shorter than the day I first surmised the horses' heads were toward eternity. Thanks for the kelps. Titles: Dual Plasma, The Wicked Future, Hundreds of Feet Above, Room 17, Flagrant Fragrance, Mutimingus Writing on Trains, Staffy Menacing Tower, and Koa The Glades. Hey, Fly My Eyes here. Some other titles. Electric Avenue, I see your 55 BPM and raise you 55 BPM. Chugger, The Return of the Shredder. Douglas Fillmore, In the Belly of the Beats. F Mosquito 9, Lurking Cetus. Comaz, The Mob Beckons. Pierre, This Escalated Slowly. Snake, Deep in the Bitcoin Mines. Dual Dank Beats Out of the Stories. Wicked Future, Goacto, Beater of Worlds. Meaty says, that was amazing, kid. You made my neck feel like jello. Oh, just a reminder that on Sunday, Tubi is going to be giving away a commission during the secret word raffle at the start of the show, giving away an entire commission. You'll probably need to save it for another show to actually use it, unless there's an encore. If there's an encore, then you'll be able to do it. But otherwise, you can save it. Yeah, Tubi doesn't want to share the spotlight. I think Tubi's plotting against me. I did notice though, I think Tubi hasn't. Let me just make sure this is real. I think Tubi started a. Yeah, Tubi started hosting our channel. Tubi's been our bot for 3 years. Only recently started hosting us. I think it's because of the game show. I think it's because Tubi knows that we're gonna be talking about Tubi more and. Okay, let's see. Let's end this poll. And it's Muty. Muty has named it Writing on Trains. Writing on Trains. Thanks, Muty. Thanks, everyone, for your titles. That was Writing on Trains. Doug, is there any new folks here from Tubi's channel? Tubi's going to be reading some fan mail on Sunday. I don't know if I announced that yet, but yeah, Tubi's going to... Okay, let's see. This next track is going to feature... Dom's 650th mode. 650. Okay, let's fade out. Did it load? Yeah, it did. Our featured sound, if we hit this donation goal, we're going to unlock this new sound. Top donor of the day, we'll get to name it. Yeah, obviously, I've been working so hard for years, but especially for the last 5 weeks, four or 5 weeks on this. But I'm not gonna be able to really rest because I'm gonna do this show on Sunday, the game show on Sunday, and then I got another game show on Wednesday. And then But I think I'll probably want to spend about a week and a half getting as many more of the features I can that I want to add. And then I need to shift my focus to promotion. Because I know the game show on it's not going to do anything without promotion. But at least I think the music show is almost unpromotable, but I think the game show is promotable. Let's see. I'm going to get some other streamers to read some of the questions and answers. I'm hoping to. Maybe we'll do some YouTube ads. Very hyper targeted. Hyper targeted, is that the term? Hyper targeted? It's scary how specifically you can target with advertising. Okay, the drum kit is the Trip Hop Remix kit. And let's see, our first beat. Ooh, I screwed up, didn't I? Why is it doing that? It already loaded the sound. Why is it doing that? Okay, we got a beat for Snake Trans Rights. Here it is. Oh, Cole, you do video stuff? Yeah, maybe. Do you work in do you do stuff in Premiere at all? Trans rights. And then Chugger, here's Chugger. You hate Avid? I've heard really good things about DaVinci, but I don't have the energy to. Well, I get Creative Cloud, you know. Man, that whole subscription thing. I'm not into it. You know, does anyone know what I'm talking about? Adobe switched, I think, almost entirely to subscription-based. Software as a service. And with it, they just keep updating all the time. Because they're like, hey, it's a service, we're going to keep updating. But that is a stupid thing to do. Adobe software is so unreliable because they update it too much. I don't want software updates more than once every 4 to 5 years. Like, don't do it any more than that. And then I'm going to wait after it updates. I'm going to wait like 2 years before I do the update. Okay. Awesome. We got our beats. Am I going to start ranting? What's wrong with me? Ned go with Raisin Razor. On the server that Tubi's running on, I upgraded. I went from like version 15 to version 18. I did that. That's how long I had waited. I went 3 versions up. And then a wow also to a square long. Five Ice says bring back DOS. Who in chat has used DOS? Not ironically. Just seriously, you used DOS. And is anyone in chat programmed in BASIC? My first programming experience was in BASIC. I think that's the best name for a language, BASIC. Can I still code in BASIC? Now they've got what, Visual Basic? They've got more sophisticated BASIC. I like keeping things basic though. GD Bill with gyrating vinegar. Mediated Pascal. Turbo Pascal? Yeah, that was my trajectory. I started in BASIC and then I did Turbo Pascal. And then I did a little tiny bit of Turbo C. And then I basically stopped coding for a long time. For like 10 years, 15 years. And I'd never done sort of I never did Python. Which is sort of Python was really hot for a while. It seems like maybe it's not as hot as it used to be. Koa says, I was 10 and I found some books on BASIC and Pascal. I learned it before having access to a PC. That's awesome. You started coding before that's really cool. Okay, and then we got from Socks to Bullfrog or not to Bullfrog, and it's a debut. Someday the Bullfrog Army is going to conquer our entire sound catalog. No, Python is still quite hot. F Mosquito 9 Squeaky Peaks in the Darkness. Pierre went BASIC to Pascal to Perl to PHP. And then Wicked Future with Dark Movements. Kumaz says, now you have people building compilers inside of Minecraft. I know, it's amazing. Okay, let's start this poll and then I'm going to demo this new sound that 3Doug gifted to Muty. Yeah, I might have to learn Python because when I was looking at this Arduino stuff, it seemed like a bunch of people are using Python with it. Am I saying it right, Arduino? I don't know. Maybe it's pronounced Arduino, or who knows? Okay, let's see. Start this poll. It is correct, Arduino. Okay, cool. Okay, thanks, Tubi. I think if I were to, I don't have time to learn much right now, but if I could snap my fingers, I think I'd probably try to just build my JavaScript skills, improve them. I've never done anything with Node, and there's some things it seems like Node would be really useful for. My JavaScript skills are very basic. And Muty Mingus has already named it. Dagon extension cords, what face? Okay. Hey, Tim Frund is here. Wicked Future says Python plus Blender makes for some interesting experiments. Yeah, I've seen stuff people have made in Blender. It's really cool. Yeah, by the time in like 5 years, Tubi's gonna have bits and pieces written in like 15 different languages. If I had some Python, okay, let's see. Ko says, I never touched Python before, never really coded except changing some PHP stuff. Just started coding the bot 2 weeks ago and got really into. It's really easy, a lot of fun. It's a great language. Oh, Netco uses Python for Blender in your job. Oh, that's really cool. dugDbug. Neither sound qualm or Julius. ATC love. I send this poll. Oh. The bullfrog or not the bullfrog. It's the bullfrog army. Here we go. Time to accelerate. You might have noticed that our bot, To Be or Not to Bot, is one of the chattier bots on Twitch. And part of that is because you guys can help write what it says. The easiest way to get started is to create a greet me message, and a greet me message is a message that our bot will say to you specifically when you type your first message of the day each show. And you can have multiple greet me messages, and our bot will use a different one, or we'll pick a random one each show. So if you want to do that, type !greet me, one word, with your message. And that's on the beginning. We call this bot talk. It gets pretty sophisticated. There's variables and options and multi-part messages, many different categories, vote durings, randoms. But this is the best way to get started, and it's just another way you get to share your creativity with our community. was lost in the tunnels, riding on a python. Lost in the tunnels. Lost in the tunnels. Me and that python, we're climbing Dante's peak. We can't seem to reach the top, even though we've been climbing for, wow, at least a week. Me and that python, lost in the tunnels. They say don't be afraid of monsters in the dark. They say be afraid of monsters in the park. Me and my python, lost in the tunnels. Hi, if this is your first time watching and you came in during the music, welcome, I'm the Etc. Kid. What you just heard was a live musical improvisation, meaning I was making up the music from scratch as I went along, but I got a ton of help from you guys in chat. You guys chose all the sounds I was using, the speed of the music. I turned your names into drum rhythms that powered the song. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs. But that's only the beginning. There are many different ways to participate and share your creativity. You don't need any musical background. You get to help name all the songs we created in the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community things on our Discord. So we got a lot going on. It might seem a little overwhelming at first, but if you stick around, you will figure it out super fast. So welcome to the Etceterati.
Oh yeah. That feels good. I'm ready, baby. Finally it's here. The show you've all been waiting for. Badly translated game show. Debuting this Sunday, 6 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, UTC-4. Featuring me, to be or not to bot. And 12 rounds of nonsense and wacky prizes. Oh, and some other guy. I forget his name. He might be there to help out and play some music when I'm taking breaks and chilling out. See you all there.
So it took me a while, but I've finally jumped on the social media bandwagon. You'll find me on some new up-and-coming platforms like Friendster and MySpace. I just created a new Vine account. I post highlights from the show on there, old songs, poetry recitations, behind-the-scene photos, content like this. Here is your 50-second recap of Friday's show. One of the first things I say to people who are experiencing writer's block, your favorite musician, writer, whoever you admire, they almost certainly experience some of the same things you experience. But they've figured out a way to get through it, and you can figure out how to get through it as well. Tui wants to now be referred to as Huggy Danko. Tubi, I guess, is already done with Huggy Danko, now wants to be known as Humberto Boatload. Sorry, Tubi, not gonna do it. This is part of my uncover of the old American folk song, I've Been Working on the Railroad. Thanks for the kelps. Thank you. Titles. Oh, thank you, Chills. Thank you. Titles, Nedco, Deserted Island, Find My 707, Astronauts, Returning to the Empty Earth, F Mosquito 9, Code the Switches, The Wicked Future, Tunnels in Time, Snakes, Spiders in My Spaghetti, and Comas, Lost Subway. And I used some titles as lyrics. Meaty Mingus, I took Python, Riding on the Python. F Mosquito 9, Monsters in the Dark. F Mosquito 9, Lost in the Tunnels. Fly My 707, Dante's Peak. Oh, and thank you, a donation. Thank you, every dono helps. Thanks for the donation, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Honor for every dono counts. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to add vocals, didn't I? Some other titles: Kubernetes and the Bullfrog Invasion Commences, Muty Mingus with Dr. Cthulhu, Koa, The Summoning, Electric Avenue, Time You Rate Me, Douglas Fillmore, Are You Serious? I made a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. I had a logo. I made it like when I was like 20, 21. I don't know where I came up with it. It said smile and be serious. SEWIOUS. Smile and be serious. I don't know what I was thinking at the time, but smile and be serious. Review. This is what happened to that kid. Why not wear shirts like that? If I mean, you know, if I had more discretionary income, is that what it's called? Discretionary? I would commission shirts, and I would design. I'd have shirts printed. I would design them myself and print them. Yeah. But that's sort of expensive. The printing one-off shirts, sort of expensive. Well, I mean, and for me, $20 is expensive, so it's probably more than $20 to do a one-off. But that one, the one shirt I wear with a logo, it says heliotrope on it, and it has this mirrored face. That's a shirt I made. I think it says heliotrope, right? I think it says heliotrope. But yeah, I would love to diversify the wardrobe someday. Hey, buddy. Let's end this poll. Do I have a post office box? I don't. I had one briefly in California. Well, I had it for a year or two. I had a year and a half, I think, and I got 2 packages. It's very expensive to have a post office box for 2 packages for a year and a half. So, yeah, I looked into it again here, because sadly I can't give out my current my home address, but I need to figure out something. Code the switches. Thank you, F Mosquito 9. Code the switches. Okay, let's see. Ah! What'd I do? Cancel. Oh, this is a sort of drunk song. Whenever I hear this track, I'm reminded of this movie. It's one of my favorite movies. It's called Black Cat, White Cat. It's a Serbian film. Has anyone seen Black Cat, White Cat? It's sort of magic realism. But there's lots of sort of brass in the soundtrack. It's a fun film. Black Cat, White Cat. Nedco, you seen it? There we go. I don't know why that took me so long. Oh yeah, I haven't had time to do the whole show ending stuff for the game show. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to switch to the old school for that too. I don't want to do that, but there'll be lots of things rough around the edges. But hopefully still really fun. And again, so I have not updated my schedule, but we're back to 5 days a week, beginning on Sunday. 5 days a week, at least until I can figure out if the game show has potential on Twitch. But if you're apprehensive about watching a game show, just know that there will be music. There'll be improv music. It's basically, instead of doing the song prep, we'll be doing game show. So we'll have at least three or four tracks every game show, and I'll be using requests from the previous show and just having Tubi generate songs from those requests. So you might get some. If you make requests on Saturday and not all your requests are used, they'll very likely be used on Sunday. Let's do our thank yous. Our superstar mods, Buddy, Cool Blue Reason, Dom, and Tubi. Thanks to our supporters, our donors, Muty, dugDbug, and every donor helps. Thank you. Thank you. We had a cheer from Chills. Thank you, Chills. Hey, Reverse Raider McKnight. It's good to see you. I hope you've been well. Lurk, thanks to our lurkers and chatters. Now it's time for the shout out. These 24 names you see on screen. Oh, y'all, I swore I turned it off. These 24 names either named our current tour, named our venue, named one of our tracks. We feature Broom 17 Chugger, Comas, Scuba Reason, Dom, Something, dugDbug, Dual, Douglas, Fillmore, Electric Avenue, Father 5, 55707, Mosquito 9, GD Bill, Koala, Muty Mingus, Netco, Pierre, Snake, Sock, Staffy, The Wicked Future, 3 Doug Knight, Thunder, Tubi, and Wow 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 Soda. I did not prepare for that. My belly was like, you could have slammed a baseball bat into my belly at the end of that. That's how I get through those when we're doing them. It's all abs. It's all ab muscles. It's not about the lungs, it's about the abs. Show our subcredits. What am I doing on this track? Is that the slide? I have no idea what that is. I think it's the trombone slide, just the slide. I don't know. Let's see. Oh wow, they got a nice, this is a nice looking setup. Wow, this guy's got, we're gonna raid. His frame looks really nice. Nice camera, nice backdrop. This is a raid someone I'm new to me. I'm excited to find out what they do. I wonder are they really new on Twitch? Maybe they're not new. Yeah, they're very new. Looks like. Okay, let's give them some good welcome to Twitch support. So thanks everyone. Hope to see y'all very soon. If not tomorrow, then maybe tomorrow's Saturday. Then Sunday, if you're gonna go to one show in the next week, go to the game show on Sunday. If not then Wednesday. We got Wednesday shows again. They're game show, but with music. Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday or the next week, month, year, decade, century, millennium, eon. Whatever happens, be groovy. Groovy to see y'all. So we're going to do this raid about 10-15 minutes after the raid. We're going to turn radio back on the channel, and it'll be live until tomorrow when I come back myself. Oh, thanks, Beauty. Thank you. Okay. Let's do it. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. I'll see y'all soon. Take care.